You know the words, help me out here. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain.
The clash you didn't see coming, Carrie Underwood versus The View. It's not just a fleeting celebrity feud, it's a full-blown legal war that has detonated in the heart of the entertainment industry, leaving shockwaves that are still reverberating. This isn't your typical tabloid fodder. We're talking about a high-stakes battle that delves deep into the murky waters of free speech, media accountability, and the treacherous intersection where celebrity meets politics. It's a story filled with unexpected twists, surprising alliances, and a level of drama that could rival a primetime soap opera. It all started with a seemingly innocuous decision, a choice that would trigger an avalanche of controversy and place Carrie Underwood squarely in the eye of a media hurricane. But beneath the surface of this headline-grabbing conflict lies a bigger story, one that begs us to question the very nature of criticism and the limits of public opinion. The spark, the ignition point for this unprecedented showdown, was Carrie Underwood's performance at Donald Trump's inauguration. Now, let's be clear, Carrie has always been a figure who more or less stayed above the political fray. In a world of celebrity endorsements and outspoken activism, she was the embodiment of graceful neutrality, a beacon of calm in the tempestuous seas of public opinion. So, when she stepped onto that stage, bathed in the bright lights of the inauguration, it sent a ripple of shock through the entertainment industry. It was a move that felt, to many, completely out of character, shattering the carefully crafted persona she had cultivated for years. The initial reaction wasn't just surprise, it was a cacophony of voices, a chorus of confusion, and the internet became a battleground for supporters and detractors. The performance itself, which she said was a gesture of unity and an appeal for peace, was immediately placed under the microscope. But the real story wasn't just about her performance itself, it was about the inferno of reactions that it unleashed. The initial reactions were not just divided, they were practically at war. On one side, you had her steadfast fans, the diehards who had followed her journey from her American Idol days, defending her decision as an act of courage, a symbol of unity. They championed her for not succumbing to peer pressure, for having the audacity to rise above the polarized political landscape and perform at a contentious event. They saw her actions as a call for peace in a world desperately in need of it. They celebrated her for using her platform to show that even in times of political discord, unity is still possible. But on the other side, her critics were furious. They perceived her performance as a tacit endorsement of the divisive rhetoric and policies associated with the political figure who was being inaugurated. They accused her of aligning herself with a regime that many viewed as a threat to the very fabric of society. The hashtags were trending, the threads were endless, and the online world became a digital battlefield where two opposing armies clashed, their arguments as fiery as they were impassioned. It was a clash of ideologies, a dramatic split that demonstrated just how polarizing politics can be. But the situation was about to get even more heated when a new player entered the scene.
You know the words, help me out here. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain.
Then, as if the already tumultuous situation wasn't volatile enough, mainstream media outlets began to circle, like sharks drawn to the scent of controversy. Show hosts from various platforms started weighing in, but none were as vocal, as direct, and as frankly scathing as the hosts of the popular daytime talk show, The View. On a particularly charged episode, the hosts, known for their outspoken and often provocative takes, launched an all-out critique that felt more like an attack. It was as though they had personally taken offense to her actions. The conversation was nothing less than a verbal assault. They questioned her intentions, her patriotism, and suggested that her performance was nothing more than a normalization of what they saw as controversial politics. They accused her of not just endorsing political policies, but of promoting them, and this was not going to go unchallenged. It wasn't just criticism, it was a full-fledged character assassination, and it didn't take long before Carrie Underwood decided that enough was enough. She wasn't going to let these words twist her actions, original criminal intent into something unrecognizable. And that's when things took an unexpected turn. In a move that shocked not just her fans, but the entire media landscape, Carrie Underwood decided to take the battle from the court of public opinion to the courtroom. Yes, she filed a defamation lawsuit against the hosts of The View. It was a move that was simultaneously audacious and risky. It was a clear sign that she wasn't going to let the accusations go unanswered. This legal action aimed to hold the hosts accountable for what she and her team claimed were baseless, damaging statements that had harmed her reputation. It was more than just a celebrity seeking to settle a score. It was a challenge to the media's freedom to express an opinion. The lawsuit suddenly turned into a fight that held implications that went way beyond a celebrity feud. This suit was a direct challenge to the boundaries of free speech, and it raised the question of whether there was a line that public commentators should not cross when criticizing public figures. This bold move sparked a new wave of discussion, opening a debate about the ethics of media criticism, the responsibilities of public figures, and the power of the media to shape public opinion. It also set the stage for a fascinating legal battle that would set precedents for future conflicts in the industry. This entire episode brought to the forefront a set of critical questions about the balance between freedom of expression and personal reputation. When celebrities and public figures align themselves with political ideologies, are they fair game for criticism, or is there a point where criticism becomes defamatory? This isn't just about the entertainment world. It has broader implications for the media industry, how media outlets and public figures interact, and it questions who gets to be the one that defines and sets the rules. The stakes were undeniably high, not just for Carrie Underwood and the hosts of The View, but for everyone watching this drama unfold, including fans, media outlets, and political commentators. And with these stakes, the public started taking sides. Some people were celebrating Carrie for her legal action, and others were accusing her of being a crybaby. But one thing was certain, the status quo had been shaken to its core, and nothing would ever be the same again. But what does this mean for the future of celebrity and media interactions? It could be a turning point, a pivotal moment that changes how media outlets and celebrities interact. The public reaction to this lawsuit mirrored the divided opinions that we had seen after Carrie's inauguration performance. On one side, her supporters rallied behind her, championing her for having the courage to stand up for herself against what they perceived as unfair media criticism. They called her a hero and praised her for taking on the establishment. They saw this as not just a personal fight, but a larger battle against the unchecked power of the media. And on the other side, her detractors continued to question her motives, accusing her of using the lawsuit as a publicity stunt to stay relevant. They saw her action as nothing more than a desperate attempt to regain her image, and they believed that she had gone too far by resorting to legal action. But regardless of these opinions, there was an underlying question. Was her lawsuit born out of a genuine need to protect her reputation, or was it a calculated move to revive her media image? The public was divided, opinions were clashing, and the media was having a field day. The conversation is still unfolding, and the stakes are undeniably high. The legal proceedings and the ongoing public discussion are making many people wonder what the future holds for the relationship between celebrities and the media. The outcome of this lawsuit could change the game, setting a new standard for how public figures respond to media criticism. So what's the takeaway from all of this? Was Carrie Underwood right to take this unprecedented step, or was this simply a miscalculation that could do more harm than good? Did the hosts of The View cross a line, or were they simply doing their jobs by expressing their opinions? This legal battle could reshape how public figures and media organizations interact in the future. The conflict goes beyond just a celebrity feud. It's a reflection of the deeper divisions that are shaping our world. It has sparked a dialogue about freedom of speech, the media's responsibility, and the limits of public commentary. This lawsuit is more than just about Carrie Underwood versus The View. It's about the very nature of public discourse. The story of Carrie Underwood and The View is far from over, and it will most likely continue to evolve over the coming months. What do you think? Was this a justified move by Carrie Underwood, or did it take the debate too far? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the topics that are shaping the entertainment world.